Hello, this is Sebastian Griffin, Day Kian Guan. Now, I believe people go to the America is because of the freedom and human right offered by the countries. If such human right and freedom no longer afforded to general public, are no longer free, then I believe US or the America no longer the America we know. The constitution that they wrote 200 over years ago and has been evolving no longer relevant because no longer enforcing or implementing. Now, the matter I want to talk about today is that there are a huge probability that there are American women impregnated with my children, which I do not know, already give birth. I think already probably my children's my child's already 4 or 5 years old. I do not know. The thing here is that I do not know them. I do not know the woman. I do not know their family. And probably it is just because the family venture between my family and theirs. And as you guys may know, I do not even know my own biological father yet, as well as my mother. I only know them recently, I think 2022. So I do not know what happened prior to this, what happened to my parent, and definitely do not know the woman. And if this is acceptable with President Trump or the American, then I believe it is also okay for people to steal the American richest top 1%, probably the 1% billionaire, the billionaire 1% richest family 1% in the US, to force them to donate the sperm and germinate the sperm, conceive in the poorest country in the world, so that the wealth from the US can channel to the poorest country, can benefit the poorest country. If it is okay for the US to steal sperm from other countries, such as I was from Malaysia, and such as, for example, such as in my case, such as me, I was in Malaysia. I do not know whether the time the moment that they stole my sperm, I was in Malaysia or other countries, but definitely not in US because I never been to US. So definitely they came all over to Malaysia and stole my sperm, or probably my parents stole my sperm and conceived in the US. Now, if the same can, if they can do this to me, and then the same, I believe the same can be done on them also, to reciprocate in return what they have done to me. So I believe if they think it is justifiable, and probably I will also let them taste their own medicine. And probably the poorest 1% of the world population, probably in Cambodia, Laos, in countries like this Nigeria, Congo, all these poor countries, Mozambique and all that, probably can also benefit from the US, the American genetic, the American richest 1% richest man or richest woman. Could be woman also can surrogate into African woman womb, or to have this black African man sperm conceived in a American woman's with American woman ovum and surrogate into an African woman. There are many possibilities, and so that the inheritance can be channel, or not need wait until they die. Probably can straight away introduce them their African or the Cambodian children's, so that they can invest in the poorest country, like how the American, probably how the America enrich themselves by the same modus operandi, where they steal the sperm from the poor country or developing country, probably the rich people from the developing countries or from other countries, then to conceive with the American. I do not know the American woman, I do not know their family, no idea at all, but probably because of the business relationship with my family. My family are one of the richest in both Singapore and Malaysia. Have a lot of business in Singapore and also Malaysia. Now I personally not agree with all this. I already have 4 different women and 5 children. I call them illegitimate children and illegitimate girlfriend. Not even girlfriend, I do not even know them. But whatever it is, the 5 illegitimate children, 4 sons and 1 daughter, no doubt I love my children, but I definitely cannot accept their mother. I definitely cannot accept their mother's family, and will not consider to do business with the mother family. In fact, I would liquidate whatever shares and probably to destroy whatever business that existing business relationship with the mother side of the family. Definitely it shall not be a business case for me. However, I still have some reservation for Carol Talk, because I think Carol Talk is the only girl that do not have any financial arrangement prior to having children. So only Carol Talk maybe is a different case. Other than that, those in America, those in UK, United Kingdom, I will really want to see their top 1% richest people, richest family, to invest their sperm, the next generation, in the poorest country in the world, so that their wealth can benefit the poorest country. If they are okay with such arrangement, if President Trump and this Keir Starmer in the UK is okay with people stealing sperm and with mating without the consent of another party. Now, in the normal circumstances, woman is the victim, but in my circumstances, my case, my scenario, I'm the victim. The man is the victim. So, and another thing is that if I were a woman, if I know I had conceived with unknown person's baby, definitely I will abolish it. But since I do not know, I'm a man, I do not know whether the baby exists or not. So that will be that is a big problem. So the problem, the moral is actually on the woman's side. If the woman know he conceived with somebody that she do not know, then she should either consider to abolish it or what. Unless she know all the words. Oh, they see this. I'm actually in the park, this Lumpini Park. There's a monitor lizard. Surrounded by a lot of people and also monitor lizard. The reason why I'm here is because my son, I call Xiao Mingyao. I think he study in a school over there. There's a primary school over there, and I found them. Actually, I found them quite often here. That's why I come here very often. Hope there's a chances to see them. I see the monitor lizard is actually eating a crab. I managed to get a crab, a small crab. So it's actually it is actually feasting on the crab. So back to my story. Now I believe America is great. It's because they offer the freedom and also equality. Democracy, one of the cornerstones of democracy is equality, where law is applicable to everyone, whether you are rich or poor. It is equal, and because of that, there is freedom. Otherwise, there is no freedom, because if the rich can do whatever they want, such as my case, where my parents took my sperm and germinate to their business with their business partner daughter, if that is acceptable, there is no equality. There is no law, no equality. It's basically an anarchy state. So I have to remind President Trump and Keir Starmer, or those are British royalty, that they should not go beyond the law. They should not act beyond the law. There is a threshold for everything, and definitely not me. I think they got the wrong person.